Today we're going to explore the fascinating world of physical geography, focusing on one of my favorite features, mountains. A geographical marvel and a source of endless inspiration, mountains aren't just rocky peaks jutting out of the earth. They're a rich tapestry of dynamic processes and intricate ecosystems. Let's start at the most basic level. What is a mountain? Well, there isn't a universally agreed upon definition, but generally, a mountain is a landform that rises prominently above its surroundings, characterized by steep slopes, a relatively confined summit, and considerable height. The precise definition can vary based on local interpretation and cultural importance. In fact, it's interesting how mountains are not just physical features. They often hold profound cultural and symbolic meanings across different societies. However, we're here for the physical attributes today, aren't we? So, how do mountains form? The process is called orogeny, and it's an ongoing dynamic part of our planet's life cycle. The most common process is through the movement of lithospheric plates. You know, those large pieces of Earth's crust and uppermost mantle that fit together like a giant jigsaw puzzle. Where these plates meet, incredible forces are at play. Consider what happens when two plates collide, a process we call convergence. If the plates carry continental crust, they're too buoyant to subduct or sink into the mantle. Instead, the material at the collision zone crumples and folds upward, forming mountain ranges. The Himalayas, where we find Mount Everest, the highest peak on Earth, are a perfect example of this. Alternatively, where an oceanic plate meets a continental one, the denser oceanic plate subducts under the continental plate, melting in the mantle. This can lead to volcanic activity and the formation of mountain ranges along the continental margins. The Andes in South America are a prime example of this type of mountain formation. We can't ignore the impact of other factors in mountain formation, though. Volcanic activity itself can form mountains, such as Mount Fuji in Japan or Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. Then there's the fascinating world of block mountains, formed by faults or cracks in the Earth's crust where large areas have dropped or risen, like the Sierra Nevada in the United States. What's remarkable about mountains is that while they are a product of these large-scale geological forces, they are also highly susceptible to weathering and erosion. Water, wind, ice, they all play a role in shaping and transforming mountains over time. And that's not even getting into the role of glaciers and the dramatic landscapes they carve, but we'll save that for another lecture. Mountains also host a surprising variety of ecosystems. Despite their harsh climates, species have adapted to thrive in these environments, contributing to significant biodiversity. You have your alpine goats defying gravity on steep slopes, or the hardy